Any questions about any of that so far before we get into this? No? You all kind of remember that a little bit, some of what we were doing? Okay. Like I said, we'll definitely work together at first. As we get comfortable, if it looks like you guys are doing well, then we will continue with maybe some more independent group work. Everybody turn to page 9. The next section that we need to talk about is the Big Bang Theory, which is a very popular theory as far as an explanation for how the universe came into being. Remember your note cards, you can use those to keep track of words, okay? The construction of the Earth that began 4.6 billion years ago is only part of the history of a much larger universe. How did the universe begin? Those who study the origin and structure of the universe are called cosmologists. Cosmologists look to outer space for their answers. In 1929, astronomer and cosmologist Edwin Hubble used a telescope to measure light coming from systems of stars called galaxies. His measurement showed a shift in the spectrum of light coming from there. This shift in the light showed that the galaxies were moving away from Earth and away from one another. This shift in light is called redshift. Hubble concluded that the universe was expanding. The Hubble Space Telescope was named in honor of Edwin Hubble. Let's go ahead and stop here for a second. Any words that gave us any trouble, or do we want to concentrate? Let's concentrate on the bold words. First one is what? Yeah, this one's an interesting word because it sounds like something that some of you are working on, like cosmology. They're not the same thing. This is a cosmologist. So, get one of your new note cards and write cosmologist at the top. Who remembers what clue card number 1 told us? Caroline, what were we supposed to do?
Reread the sentence.
Look at your clues in the sentence, right? Alright. Let's reread the sentence. Take a look at it, everybody. Let's underline that sentence with the word cosmologist in it. And then I want you to reread it. Do we see any clues in there about what a cosmologist is?
They look up in space to find answers. Right?
Look at the sentence before that has the bold word in it. What did you say? And the first word in that sentence is important. These are people who study the origin and structure of the universe. That's right. That would be basically. Study the origin and structure of the universe. You could probably shorten that to just say people who study the universe. But specifically, we know that they study the origin or beginning of the universe and the structure of it. Where did it come from and how did it get out? That's a cosmologist. And as you pointed out, Caroline, the cosmologist looks to outer space for some reason we couldn't have figured out what the meaning of the word was, if you see a word and it ends with just, or ologist, something like that, is that indicates that it's a person. So if I talk about a biologist, that indicates that this is a person who studies biology. This is a person who studies cosmology. And those parts of the words give us meaning. Do you remember we were talking about this? What does bio mean? This is off the top a little bit. So do you remember what bio means?
Isn't it like to try to find out what this is? Isn't it like bio or something like that?
It's about life. Bio is about life. You were thinking like about biology. That's writing about a person's life. Is that what you were thinking of?
Yeah, I said bio. It's like the animal.
An area of life, circle of life. Good.
I don't know why, but that randomly popped in my
That
head
is
yesterday.
same. Yeah, it's got the same part in it. All right, good job. Cosmology. What was the next word that we kind of came across?
That's G-A-I-D.
Galaxy.
Yes.
Do you know what that is without even looking at it?
Doesn't that have to do with the stars and stuff?
Do you all know that?
Like space or something?
Did you know that? So it has to do with like the stars and stuff. At the end, did you know what a galaxy was? So if we look there, can we confirm in the sentence that you guys are right? And that's it right there. System of stars. Systems of stars. That makes up a galaxy. Does anybody know what our galaxy is called that we live in?
Earth.
No, that's our planet. And our planet's inside of the galaxy. It's the Milky Way.
How?
How
How's that even possible?
I don't know. Are you thinking like a Milky Way candy bar?
Yeah. I just don't know how that could be possible.
I don't even know if our galaxy is spiral or what. So let's say these are all stars. Our galaxy is made up of stars. One of those stars is the sun. So, you know, in our solar system revolves around the sun, which is just one of the stars of the Milky Way.
Right. Okay, bye-bye. Again, you want to use this homework term.
Next word, what is it? Redshift. Card number 1 tells us to look at the sentence concludes, right? Tessa, can you read the sentence with the word redshift in it? Start at the end. Does that give us a clue about what that word means? I mean, I talked about shift in light. Clue card number 2 told us to look at what? Sentences before and after. The sentence before says this shift in light showed that the galaxies were moving away from Earth and away from one another. The sentence that just said this shift in light is called redshift. So we have what we need in the sentence before.
But now we need it after.
So the redshift, the sentence after doesn't help us any. A little bit, maybe. Hubble concluded that the universe was expanding. Okay, so that actually does help us a little bit, doesn't it?
That's why I said it helps us on both ends of it.
What is it? So how would we put this into words?
Ew.
Is the shift? So a redshift is the shift in light. And what is that shift in light is showing us. What's it doing? Yes. Expanding. Shift in light showing. Is it the galaxy or the universe? The universe. So the idea here is the shift in light that showed up on his telescope that shows the universe expanding. We call it the redshift. And so the idea is that all of the stars are moving